Dave that okay. I'm just like, I was in the middle of a rant there, like, to myself. So the dude Dave that I was gonna say, his name was David Morehouse, okay? And I want you to Google that or whatever, right? See what you find. That's the name of a guy who I did his lawn. I mowed his grass and I helped him sell some shit on Craigslist, and he lived down the road from me a ways. And he had a United States Army background. He had like fucking police scanners in damn near every room of his house and in his vehicle, and like dude had like, very serious background. He's like, old guy, right? When I was anyways, very interesting dude. Dave was kind of a friend of mine. Really, he was very cool guy. Now, the pictures that you'll find if you look up the name and you see the book and everything don't look like him, like it. But I don't know, man. He was an old guy, man. Maybe they were old pictures, I don't know. He supposedly died of a stroke like 2014. Everything's felt sketchy, disappeared, man. I've had all sorts of weird shit going on over the years, man. Like, I don't know, I'll tell you about a bunch of people, like weird people I met over the years that don't make a lot of sense, and then how they disappeared in strange ways, right? Like, for instance, okay, I'll give you another example of weird. So, okay, there's this dude that I hung out with for a while, called himself Dan Ames, right? And he's like a DJ, right? Well, I mean, I skipped past a lot of shit. I mean, we got into like this little knockdown, drag him out. Well, more of a like, little fight or whatever. I don't remember how it started. I mean, I think I just tapped him on the shoulder or something, and he went and he like attacked me. Like he freaked out because he was like high or something, and then it turned into back and forth kind of a grappling thing or something, and like he hurt me a bit and I hurt him a bit, kind of. I don't know. That was like way in the future though, but like, I'd known him off and on for years. But that was neither here nor there. Like, I don't even know what the fuck like caused that to start. We were both fucked up or whatever, and just some misunderstanding or something. Like, as far as my part goes, I felt like I was defending myself, and he probably thought he was defending himself too, and I think I was just probably like tapping on. I think it started with me just like tapping him on the shoulder, and he freaked out or something. No. And started being all combative. Whatever. Anyways, let's okay. Skipping past that whole other different thing. So, anyways, so my aunt and uncle used to live at this house, right, that was across the river from where we lived, right, across a bridge and a river, not that far from where I was living, right, and he ended up living over there for a while, right. I run into him again at one point, right? He's living over there, and one day, he comes over and we're hanging out, right? And then I I'd been trying to explain what I felt like is going on in the world, right? But this time I'm like, all right, you're all biblical. You want to get biblical? Fine. And I just pull out the Bible and I start going, like, I start flipping through it to just quote Bible verses to him to explain what the fuck's wrong with the world, right? And I just do it like that. And I did such a good job, like I could tell, like I freaked him the fuck right out, right? And then he takes off, like seriously freaked out. And then literally like a day or two later, I go over to like go visit him or something. And there's no cars there and the lights are on and the goddamn door is wide open. I'm like, hey, Dan? And the door is like kind of hanging open. I walk in there and the fucking house is like completely empty. And the drawers are open and like they cleared out of there fucking fast. Like everything was gone. Like the whole goddamn house was cleared out, dude. Basically what I did was, do I have to get into Bible verses? I mean, what do you want me to throw Bible verses at you about, though? Right? He had his version of things that he was trying to sell me, and I'm like, okay, you want to do this based on the Bible? And then I just start flipping open, and I'm like, this passage, and you could tell that he was just getting freaked the fuck out, right? And I was scaring him, like I was reading him all these apocalyptic passages and shit, and showing him. Well, I'll tell you one thing, and this kind of has a little bit of something to do with what's going on in the world right now. The one little part of the Bible that a lot of people seem to miss in the, especially in the Christian Zionist sort of realm is, what is it, Ezekiel? Just go through Ezekiel 25 on forward, right? What is it, 25, 15, or 16, or something? Wherever it starts out and it's like, she'll bring them into their native land and yet, But if you think about that, about how, the Bible talks about, for they shall be brought into the land of thy nativity and all that kind of stuff, right? If you think about it, in historical context of what's gone on in the world, right? That sounds a little bit like the Havara Agreement. That sounds a little bit like also the end of World War II, when a certain place that's called a nation was created, when they were gathered out from their places around the world. And, what comes after that when they're all gathered into that place? It says that something about this should be brutal men and skillful to destroy. O thou wicked, profane prince of Israel, whose time has come when iniquity shall have its end, etc., and things like that, right? You might want to read about that part, the whole Ezekiel. I believe it's Ezekiel 25. And, work your way down until you get to the point about where they're, bringing everyone into the land of their nativity, and just read that for a while, a couple of pages, and see what you think about that, all right? I think that might have been what freaked him the fuck out. Well, that and some other things, he had numerous questions, I guess, and I think he thought I didn't know the Bible, and he was, trying to hit me with, biblical stuff and stuff, and I was like, oh, actually, okay, you want Bible answers? Here you go. And I think I scared the crap out of them enough to where, like, literally they moved away from the house so fast that by the next day they had completely cleared the entire house and were nowhere to be seen. Yeah. That's just one example. I mean, I saw them years later, you know. Like, I was supposed to forget about that. And, you know, I did. Not, but, you know. It's okay. I could talk to him anyways. You know. No, man, I've had all kinds of that kind of shit, dude. Oh, man. I don't believe the kind of shit that I run into. I've had... You ever had fallen angels or demons that would follow you? That would literally travel 1,500 miles, 2,000 miles just to come sit in a chair and talk to you, man? You ever dealt with that kind of shit? Because I've been dealing with that for quite some time. Oh, yeah. Now, I don't know what else to call it, you know. I mean, there's other things I could call it, whatever, but I don't like to get into that whole biblical thing, yada yada, right? I generally avoid it. I do. What am I supposed to be all... I'm supposed to be like, in the name of Jesus, Lord, praise him. Oh, my... You know, am I supposed to get up on a pulpit here? I mean, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, maybe I didn't feel quite right for a pulpit or couldn't afford a pulpit, you know? You ever think of that? Maybe it's good that I can't afford a pulpit. And honestly, no. I don't need no pulpit, man. I don't need to be spouting no Jesus, Jesus, Jesus crap. Things are really screwed up. That's just how it is here. I don't... I've seen very, like, supernatural, impossible things happen. And, sure, I'm, you know, not the only one that's seen this crap. You guys ever get the feeling like this, like, I mean, we talk about, sometimes people, you know, people talk about the Mandela effect, and people talk about this being like the Matrix or something, but I've actually got another theory which has run through my head a number of times, and I don't know if any of you people, if any of you people are even real, right, have had these sort of experiences or not. But have you ever heard things or sensed things that were not in this realm, right? Like, you ever smell something that doesn't make, like, it's not, like, you think you smell something, but it's probably not there, and you start to think it's out there, wherever out there is, right? Or you ever feel like there's, like, cats crawling on you, and you hear them meowing and shit, but, like, there ain't no cats, you know, here. So it's like, you know, or you just hear some music that is nowhere to be found or something. Or you ever hear like a beeping, like a beep, 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 right? So I got like I wonder, like I wonder sometimes, like, am I in a damn coma? Right? Am I just in a coma and I'm having some kind of fucked up nightmare fever dream? Right? Possibility, right? Are you? Are you part of my fever dream, or are those of us that are also in creepy nightmare fever dream comas somehow capable of communicating with each other through this weird fake ass coma dream bullshit internet crap?